You are very welcome to this week's mystery spread, and choose a bundle that you are drawn towards. Number 1, 2 or 3. It's perfectly okay if you choose more than one. It's wherever you feel drawn the most. You will see timestamps appearing which will take you to the bundle you have selected. And don't forget to ring that bell and subscribe for notifications. Have a great week. We begin with bundle number 1. Let's have a look. We have the Magician, Full Moon, and from the Disney Tarot, the Emperor. Wow, you've chosen one, so this is packing a lot of power. This selection is. First of all, the Magician reminds you that you have all the tools you need for the task ahead. And indeed, you can see he's weaving away. Manifestation will be big for you. Manifestation will be big for you this month, and also focusing on what you need to get done. The Magician's quite powerful and very much likes to work alone, and also the knowledge and the tools you have learned will really be useful over the coming weeks. Indeed, you might find yourself lost or immersed in certain tasks, and this also requires you to have a bit of balance there, as you could end up burning out if you don't. And if you are involved in a group project, it might be good to kind of look up and get feedback from the others, not be a glory hunter or try and take all the credit for yourself. Indeed, allow other people to step up, as we can also go into a martyr energy and feel we have to be the ones to do all the work. We may need to call somebody else up to take responsibility, as the Emperor packs no punches here. Full moon energy, that card here is all about being in your power and control. So the interesting aspect here in this full moon energy is you have two very powerful alpha males either side here. So there could be an issue this week with you around a person in authority. You may have to challenge a person. I probably would advise you to keep your head down a wee bit here, because anytime we have full moon energy, that's really potent and powerful, but it can also mean it brings out the cray-cray in people. So you mightn't be able to deal with rationale. You could indeed be dealing with a zealot or a xenophobe here, as the Emperor card in the upright position, he would be a figure of authority, very assertive, quite dominant, a very no-nonsense energy with the Emperor, very good at manifesting and very black and white. The shadow aspect, however, of this can be very controlling, dominant, and what they say goes. So this could be someone in authority with you in a position of power, and you may have to use all your knowledge and wisdom to be able to avoid a conflict. I don't feel you'd come out a winner with this person, as I feel that they can manipulate or twist words very easily, and it's the shadow aspect of this card. The fact we have a full moon influence there reminds you of your power, but also that energy and emotions can be heightened during a full moon. So this could be an object or subject you feel quite passionate about, so sometimes it's very hard to be balanced or have an objective point of view, or to see where somebody else is coming from. The Emperor card here is almost about weaving your way very carefully, using all your skills and knowledge about this. And if you're able to this could be a great week for you, i.e. play your cards right, handle a certain person correctly. In work, this could deem a promotion. However, if you go bulldozing in here, this could end up really going badly for you. So the message this week is use your skills very carefully, use tactical approach, use all that wisdom. Be very, very careful of somebody who may have a silver tongue, but indeed may be very tricky to handle. Do not pit yourself against somebody that, this is what they were born to do. Play to your strengths this week. Be true to yourself. Keep the head down, and you can end up on top. Have a great week. Here is pile number 2. So let's have a look. So card number 1 here. We have Lucky Tiger's Eye, Balance. In the Disney Tarot, we have, the High Priestess. Wow, okay. And then we have in the Light Seekers Tarot, the Lovers. Again, beautiful decks and really powerful messages. So I'm kind of drawn to this earthy sensuality with the Tiger's Eye and the Lovers here. And so this is a gorgeous sign that if you are single, the High Priestess here is really telling you to go out there and get it. This could be joining a dating agency. It could be you taking the incentive and asking somebody out on a date, or asking for clarification around a situationship here also as well. In the bedroom, it's about not being afraid to ask for what you want. You want to explore something new. And again, talking about this with your partners. That's just a language of intimacy coming in here. The Tiger's Eye is about grounding your energy. So perhaps verbalization around a relationship is needed here. You may be too much in your head here, analyzing every single conversation or text. Tiger's Eye is a very grounding crystal. It's about anchoring you in your solar plexus and your sacral. So bringing you down, literally almost anchoring, grounding that energy and making you focus on what's important. It's also very sensual energy around Tiger's Eye. And so coupled with the Lovers, and I mean the High Priestess for me, she just kicks ass. And the High Priestess knows her value. She knows what she's about. So the message for you this week is stop playing small for somebody else. Stop kind of, I would almost say here, if you're waiting to be the perfect weight or have the perfect balance in your bank account, or this grade on your exams, stop doing that. That's your ego. You're caught in a vicious trap. You are perfectly enough exactly as you are right now. And this is about embracing your gorgeous power, your energy, your sensuality. And get out there and don't be afraid of asking for what you want, because at the end of this, there is so much lessons for you and you may just get it. So, and there's lessons even if you don't. I mean, if you ask for something that you really need from a partner, like support, and they refuse, it's telling you an awful lot about how selfish that person is. It's opening your eyes to the fact that this person is not willing to meet you halfway. And, that is a basic right in any relationship, to be seen, to be loved, to be valued. So this week is very much about speaking your truth, getting your needs met in the most beautiful of ways, honoring that gorgeous body of yours and being in your power. No is a full sentence. Have a good one. We are now looking at option 3 for the week ahead. Let's have a look. So card number 1 from our Disney Tarot is the Fool. Card number 2 from Practical Magic is the Toad. And card number 3 from the Light Seekers is the Hermit. It's very interesting, this spread, as this is very much this week about you doing your own thing. Indeed, the Fool is all about a journey. It's the very first card in the Major Arcana, and it's set, people look at the Fool sometimes as being very naive, being, unconditionally optimistic and seeing everything that's right in the world. He has yet to encounter all the different obstacles and characters on his path. And the Toad card, Toad is a very powerful shamanic totem. The Toad song heralds the rain, the cleansing energy that comes in. So Toad is all about clearing the energy, cleansing, and being aware of your current situation. What do you need to change? Accepting aspects of yourself that you may not be happy with at the moment, or there could be shadow traits here such as selfishness or pettiness that have been brought up since Christmas that you might need to look at again. Indeed, you might have thought you've healed from something and you find yourself right back on square one again. Now, the Hermit is very much about retreating, going within, knowing that the answers are there within you, meaning you don't need to look outside. As a matter of fact, you could have received some conflicting advice regarding a situation around you right now that has really almost clashed with what you think is right. So make sure here that this advice isn't triggering you in some way, or that you don't want to listen. So for example, if a friend, and a true friend, has come to you with some information that you don't want to hear about a partner or a friend in your life, question this. Is there cognitive dissonance happening here? Do you just not want to hear anything bad about that person? Or is there an aspect here of truth that you really don't want to acknowledge being wrong? It could have brought up a trigger issue here for you. And indeed, we have kissed many toads in life, and sometimes we need to look at that. Every toad we kiss isn't going to turn into a prince. They were a toad all along. We just wanted to believe that they were a prince. So this is very much about the rose tinted glasses of the fool here being discarded. The toad will give you the truth. And so it's time possibly here to wake up. It's time to really see a situation for what it truly is, to be honest with yourself, to be gentle, stop using shame as a tool here to beat yourself up with. This is part of life. It's part of learning. We're all going to meet some particularly loathsome individuals in life. It's what happens on the path of life. But don't be cruel to yourself and say, why didn't I see that coming? You're not telepathic. This person was a teacher to you. So what was this person teaching you? What was the lesson that you learned? Was it perhaps like the fool, not to be so trusting? Was it like the toad, that you might need to do a scan, maybe not rush into things, maybe not take everything they say at face value, do a bit of research? And the hermit, take a step back if you're feeling unsure, look for clarity, balance their actions with their words and see, is there a correlation, or is something just not sitting with you? You alone have the power, and know that you have the ability to change anything in your life. And never forget that that beautiful optimistic heart of yours is a superpower. Just put the foot down every now and again. Have a great week. This is just your reminder to hit that bell and subscribe for more future videos.